Hey guys, so I'm going to do a reading on how does the universe see this beautiful collective? How does it see the divine feminines? And then I'll do a reading on how the universe sees the divine masculines. So I'm just going to shuffle off camera. So the universe sees that you've been waiting. It says wait. And another beautiful card. I told you last night I did a reading with this deck and I love it. I just want to keep using it all the time. This is probably going to be my main deck. But it says wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. This collective, you've probably been waiting for a long time, and on the readings that you've been getting on your For You page, it's probably been saying the same message that you need to keep waiting. And I know that's probably the collective of divine feminines. What you've been struggling with is patience. So the creator making you wait, and it hasn't been a week, it hasn't been 2 weeks, it's probably been about a year or more that you've been waiting for your manifestations to come into fruition. However, you haven't wavered and you've been keeping consistent with pursuing your passions, taking care of yourself. There's probably a few habits that you still need to get better at and change. We're not perfect. We're not going to get perfect overnight, and some stuff come easier than others. So the universe is just saying, we hear your manifestations, we see the work that you've been doing, and it's still, you have to wait a little bit longer because some things are about other people as well, and other people in terms of romantic, other people in terms of business opportunities. They have to go to their spirit guides and work their magic behind the scenes to make things come into fruition. So even though we might, quote unquote, be ready, it's still other people that have free will over the choices that they make, and it's the universe trying to lead these people's intuition to come forward with the manifestations that you've been putting out into existence. And also wait a little bit longer because there's probably a little bit things that you still need to work on and change. You don't have to be perfect for things to come into your life, but there's going to be the divine knows when it's the right time for things to fall into place into your life. They know when you're meant to have communication, or they know when that business opportunity is meant to come into your life. They know when it's right for you to have the things that you've been manifesting, but you deserve those manifestations. So that's why they're just saying, wait a little bit longer, trust us. You might be wavering with your faith, but that's what they're saying is like, trust, have the faith, because you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. It's not time yet. It's not time yet on your part. It's not time yet on other people's part. It's just not the right timing. Everything happens within divine timing. And the next thing that we got is, you see, so this is, wait, that this person's like in the outside of the world, or looking down at the galaxy, right? Like basically looking at the vastness of it and wanting things to come into fruition, right? And then this one is someone standing under the moonlight and in a garden, I guess, because it says water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So this is all about water your garden and have balance, basically, right? Make sure you're focusing on your nourishing, eating the things that nourish your body, getting more fruits in your diet, vegetables in your diet. If you're already doing that, they just want you to be consistent with it, right? Like, make sure that you're eliminating all the things that are not serving you. Nourish your mind, nourish your soul, nourish your body by getting into sunlight, grounding in nature, going on walks, and then having like tenderness towards yourself, right? Having tenderness tenderness towards your body, like really feeling into your body, appreciating your body. And then rest. Take time to rest, because if you're like me and you're like a go-getter and you want to just do action to make things happen, and you have so many things on your plate, take that time to rest. Or the creator is going to make you sick in order to force you to rest. Like right now, I have a little bit of a cold. The kids caught a cold and I was okay for a few days while they were sick. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to catch this. I'll be fine. But what happened was that I kept doing too much and not taking the time to rest when I could hear my intuition telling me, you're going to burn out, rest. So what happened? I did burn out, and the creator gave me a cold so that I was forced to rest. But even though I'm still doing the message, but I'm not going to push myself too much. Like today I've been taking it easy, like making food for the kids, getting out in the sun. After I'm done this, I'm going to go back and sit in the sun. My little one's taking a nap, so I just wanted to get like a message out, but not overdo it. Like I'm not going to go outside today and push myself to take the kids to the beach and everything. No, I did a lot over the last couple of days. Now it's just time to take it easy and rest and do what I'm feeling called to do. So, like, really, that's important. If you're a go-getter and you're constantly feel like you need to get something done, and because you want your manifestations to come in, your manifestations are coming in. You just have to wait for it. No matter how much more you do, it's not going to change the fact that they're coming in. It's just that you need to rest, water your garden, just focus on yourself right now, filling up your cup instead of filling up everyone else's cup. Fill up your cup really right now, taking time in meditation, taking time to self-reflect, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind. And how you take care of that is by resting, like being okay to watch sitting down and just watching a meaningless show. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like for me too, like I always need to learn. But sometimes it's okay to just watch funny videos and do something that's not for your quote unquote growth, but for your entertainment. And I think for me, especially, I was getting to that mindset. I was like, no, I just need to grow. I need to heal. I need to make things happen. I need to get that financial stability. I need to get everything going. And until I reach that, then I can relax and have entertainment. But no, if your intuition is telling you that you need the balance of rest, play, giving to others, giving to yourself, and you've been neglecting giving to yourself. So take that time to water your garden and rest. And then the other card that came out are, oh, these are nice. These are like ancient Egypt pillars. You see that? So it's saying, we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. I don't really know what this means. We are the Hathors. But to me, I guess this card means, like what I said, water your garden, right? Appreciate yourself. Have a deep love for yourself. You are the feminine, the divine feminine. If you're a mother especially, like you give milk to nourish your children, right? Like if you breastfed your children, or you breastfeed your children currently, like you nurse them with your milk. So you need to water your garden and take care of your garden, because you're giving and having a deep love for everyone else around you. And yes, you're getting the self-love for yourself, but you also are still giving more than you're receiving. So you need to really focus on the deep love for yourself. And how do you do that? By watering your garden and being patient with the manifestations that are coming in. Don't get into this negative mindset of like, oh, when is it coming? When is it coming? And wanting to rush it. Trust the process and take care of yourself in the meantime. And birth as a portal. So it's like birth is, you're birthing new ideas. You're getting messages that are coming down. And when we birth new ideas, that's a portal. We're entering into a different timeline. We're creating a different reality for ourselves. So right now, the universe wants you to know that you are birthing new ideas. You are like watering your garden, but you need to just focus on these things a little bit more. That's basically what they want you to know. And know that, yes, these ideas are coming to you, and these ideas are meant to come to you, and everything is happening in divine timing. So I just want to sum that up, is that the universe sees that you have been watering your garden. You have been taking the time to nourish yourself, mind, body, and soul. You have been working on your body. You've been transforming your body. You've been exercising. You've been going out in nature. You've been doing all these things. And it sees that you have more of a tenderness to your side. You have more of a softness with yourself and others. You're more into your sensuality, your sexuality, your divine feminine. You're tapping into that. You're not just sitting in your masculine, you're sitting in your divine feminine. Especially because it said mother's milk, right? Especially if you're a mother, then and if you're a single mother, like a lot of the times you're sitting in your divine masculine, because you are the person doing everything for the kids, right? So your divine masculine is action, taking action. But the divine feminine is the person who waters her garden, who takes care of herself, who sees her sensuality, who wears things that make her feel good, you know? And then also rest. They see that you're taking the rest, but I think that also what I was getting was that you need to take a little bit more rest for yourself. Because if you're a single mother especially, or a mother, you do have this deep love for others, and then sometimes you neglect your rest because you still want to give and pour into other people's cup. So there's and that they see that also that you've gained a deep love for yourself. You've gained self-love. The fact that it says deep love, like you give deep love to others and people feel that, and that's rare that people get that deep love because everyone's always looking at what they can take and how they can use people rather than just loving people for who they are. So they see that, and then the mother's milk is that you have this nurturing motherly nature, and you can nourish people. Your milk, whatever, your words, your speech, your essence is what nourishes people and what makes people feel this deep love. So the fact that you're able to do that, like the universe is proud of you that you've been doing this, and that you've just not been pouring to others, but you've been pouring into yourself. You've been watering your garden, and they're proud of you for waiting, that you've been so patient, that you haven't given up on yourself, that you continue to wait and wait and wait and surrender to divine timing. Yeah, you may have moments where you're like, ugh, I'm sick of waiting, I want everything to come in now. But what do? You take your time and you spend time in meditation, and then you start and then you continue to wait. Even if you get frustrated and if you lose your faith in a moment, before you would lose your faith for longer and you'd want to give up, now you're like, oh, I'm annoyed, I don't want to wait, but you change your thoughts and you shift your perspective that it's okay, I can wait longer. If it's meant to be and it's going to be this magical thing, business opportunity, love, stability, all of these things, I can wait for it because I know the universe is making things ready for me. And you're, what I said, you're birthing new ideas. The universe is giving you ideas, and it sees that you're taking that and you're sharing it with the world, either through messages, through writing, through creating painting, sculptures, whatever your gift is. The universe sees that you're taking it and the information that we give you, and you're birthing something into this world, and that's creating a portal and a ripple effect that's changing your reality and changing other people's reality as well.